Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about why some people have a lot of anxiety even though they might have a lot of wealth. I'll start off by talking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which is a pyramid that has the basic necessities in life like food, water, shelter at the bottom. And then as you move up, you get into things like needing to be loved by other people. And then at the top, you have self actualization, which is finding a purpose in life, understanding life on like a really high level that goes way beyond just having children and grandchildren and passing on your genetics and just surviving long enough to do that. In Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the most important things are at the base of the pyramid, which represents the importance of them, but not the frequency or how many of them there are, because there might only be four or five really essential things for survival, whereas at the top of the pyramid, it's smaller because the things are much less important for survival. However, there's many more of them. There could be dozens or hundreds or millions of things to think about in terms of, say, you want to find your purpose in life. Well, there's numerous ways to do that. So you can worry about the tiniest little things to accomplish your goals in that subset if you do reach the point where you're focused on self actualization. So in reality, you have at the bottom would be the least number of things to worry about, and at the top you have the most number of things to worry about. And if you're someone who has trouble down regulating the worrying, what you do is instead of worrying a lot about just three or four basic things in life like the food and shelter and water, you start worrying an equal amount about hundreds of things or thousands of things. This can lead to completely uncontrollable anxiety, depression, and a whole host of other negative things that can happen because of that. Religion can really simplify this. It gives you a framework for life and a way of dealing with a lot of the anxiety and overwhelm that comes with that inability to downregulate the importance of these lots of small things that you might focus on once you've had your basic needs met in life. And this can become a problem because there's a lot of Western countries and wealthier countries that seem to have decreased the emphasis of religion on their society. And there's a whole host of reasons for this that I'm not going to get into. But without the religion and an emphasis on more of those higher level focus things like the self actualization and kind of finding your purpose in life, and you're worrying about having a bad hair day, and all those little things can really add up. And if you don't have a way of focusing that, then you can have this out of control anxiety and depression. A lot of this is going to be genetic. People have different set points for things like happiness, body weight, etc. And one of them is definitely going to be things like anxiety. And there's a lot of things that people use to try to overcome this. They can use the help of other people like psychologists, business coaches, drugs, obviously, is something that a lot of people go to. Some of these can be prescribed by a doctor, and others are self medication. I'm not going to tell you what you should and should not do in terms of trying to deal with this. Like I said, there could be healthier or less healthy ways to do that. But I think being deeply self aware of why someone has these things can be really beneficial because, like I said, it's makes sense to hyper focus on the most important things in life to survive. But once those are taken care of, now we're hyper focusing on, thousands of little things that just don't matter. So putting things in perspective can be unbelievably helpful. And some of the best actionable items that I've heard people come up with include things like journaling either in the morning or at night, writing down things that you're grateful for, or just getting thoughts out of your mind, because sometimes those thoughts can kind of haunt your dreams almost. They can affect your sleep, which will affect your health and your basic functioning in life. Meditation apps can also be helpful to calm your mind and reset things. Another thing that I like to do sometimes is just look at the stars and see the whole universe. And it really puts into perspective how kind of small and insignificant most of the things that happen in life are. And it makes you think about life beyond our planet, maybe other parts of the universe that we can explore, or after we die, there could be more to life, more to other worlds. And the things that happen here are not that big of a deal. So, my conclusion is that understanding the underlying reason why you might feel a certain amount of anxiety and depression in life is key. Then coming up with some actionable items that could deal with that in a healthy way. And if that doesn't work, obviously taking next steps that could be meeting with a professional like a doctor that could help you out through drugs to treat it at least temporarily. If you have any other suggestions that you think could be helpful to people, then you could put it in the comments of the video. So thank you very much for doing that and have a great day.